Hey guys, it's David. Welcome to Trade Support Group's Weekly Outlook with David. That's me. I guess I can be considered as your host. Today we're going to take a look at a little bit more long-term currency trading, okay? Because normally we're doing intraday trading tactics for you guys, so we're going to switch it up a bit for a little more interest for you long-term traders. So let's take a look. Right now we're on a weekly chart with the Euro-Canadian dollar. Let's zoom out so you can get a broader perspective. It's always nice to zoom out and get a better understanding of what chart you're looking at and its history. So the more history you can get, the better idea. You don't need to go back but so far, but nonetheless, this is a 4.5 year chart pattern for the Euro-Canadian dollar. Okay, you can see we have a major resistance zone here, major support zone, and the two small lines here are representative of a small support, so to speak, and a small resistance, or a little more relative because they're a bit closer to our price action right now. So let's zoom in so you guys can see how we're going to analyze this. Okay, so first things first. You can see our zones, which we have we zoomed out on. Notice that we have at our current price of 145.180. We have a bounce from here, and again, this is on a weekly chart. So this week we ended up with more of a morning star looking type of candle. Okay, now morning stars, if you've been following our book and our audio guide, this sometimes will represent a reversal pattern. Okay, because you think of the morning star, starts in the morning, rises to the top of the sky, and we could be seeing that, especially with a bounce on this support line. Okay. Also, what we're going to keep an eye on is we're going to throw in an indicator here for you guys. Okay, this particular indicator is 3 moving averages. Okay, you can see here the red is a 13-day moving average, the yellow is an 8-day moving average, and the blue is a 5-day moving average. All right, and we chose this particular currency pair because you can see that it has had a major trend reversal. You notice here we were in a strong bull market, and while we were in the bull market, this 13-day moving average acts as a dynamic support. You notice that not many times do the candlesticks break, and if you use your support and resistance zones, you see that they bounce from here and go right back into the bullish movement. So while we're in a bullish market, the 13-day moving average acts as a support. Okay, now one thing you want to pay attention to is with this major reversal here, also I would recommend tying in another indicator as well, but nonetheless what you guys should be paying attention to is when the 5-day moving average, the blue, crosses the red and the yellow and it goes to the bottom. Now our 13-day moving average acts as a dynamic resistance. Okay, so in all reality, it's kind of pushing this price down. It keeps on pushing it down, which is why we're still in a bearish market. Okay, so what we're looking at are different levels to buy and sell at. Okay, if we would have had any inclination of trading this instrument, obviously right here is going to be a really good zone where we could have bought at as just a signal. Okay, and this allows us to put a close stop loss if it breaks down into this area below these last touches, and it also allows us to go to the next level, which is about 146.50. Okay, and if we take a look from the price we are at now, which is about 145.200, up to this zone, this is about 1,200 pips. Okay, again, this is for long term. This is what we're looking at. Now, ideally, traders would probably want to buy here. Okay, but we don't have a very clear signal, especially with our moving averages not being reversed yet. You notice that the red is still on top here, still pushing it down. One thing we want to see is that the red crosses the blue and the candlesticks break above. Okay, notice not many times has that happened during this bearish trend, only once, and this is a false breakout. Okay, so keep your eye on this. One thing we're looking at is tying in other indicators with these. These are really great for understanding when a trend is going to reverse. Okay, but I would recommend tying in other instruments as well, or other indicators, and you guys can get a live trader with us so we can show you a little more in depth how to accurately depict these with a little more precision. okay, to get a bit of an edge on the market. Another thing I want you guys to pay attention to is the candlesticks don't really break too far away from these moving averages. So you know that based on what we're seeing here, we can even zoom out again. Anytime that they have snapped outside of these bands, they snap right back inside. Notice that this goes out and snaps right back in the next week. These are also signals that you can use. Again, anytime they go outside of the band, above or below, they tend to snap right back inside, okay? And it sticks with most of these three moving averages. Now you can see where we are currently. We are outside of the bands. One thing we want to pay attention to is the opening bell on Monday. There's a lot of volatility, shake up from some weekend events sometimes. So if we see on Monday morning a slight drop in this candle and it still stays below these moving averages, we may have a very good buy signal at that point near this support zone again. Again, this support zone we're looking at is around 144,800. Okay, it's bounced from there, didn't really make a strong movement, but let's see what happens on the opening bell Monday morning. You guys know that we usually wait an hour to see how the market's going to react anyways, just to not get caught up in any volatile movements that are totally unexpected. Okay, so follow us, guys. We'll give you some more indications of how to trade more long-term, day trading, scalping, whatever it is you're interested in. If you've missed the videos already, go to our YouTube page. If you're not already there, like and subscribe. You'll see that we, since the start of last year, have been given some pretty decent signals for you guys. Hope you like that as well. Let us know how we're doing. If we can help you with anything, check us out, tradesupportgroup.com. And we will be in touch. Get a free consultation, get a live trader, anything you need, we're going to be there for you. Take care, guys, and enjoy your weekend.